Welcome to the High Five. I'm Nate Manahan on behalf of Paper Tech. Thank you. Welcome. I'm here in Indianapolis, Indiana, but I do not like doing these shows by myself. Occasionally I come out and do some videos by myself, but it's so much better when I bring the top men in payments right here on the stream of High Five. And let me bring up the man on the left there. Well, that is the man who watched the Ryder Cup this last week. He's working on himself being a sub-scratch golfer, and he will be in the Ryder Cup in 12 years. Danny Shard, how are you, sir? And how was your Ryder Cup journey? And are you ready to join, the U.S. team? I don't know. I don't know where they are after. I know they're in Rome next time, but, a couple seats down, you're going to get ready?
I'll tell you what, they had a lot of fun, and 12 years from now, I'll be 50 years old, so I think my Ryder Cup dreams are diminishing by the day. But it's fun. It's fun thinking that you can be there at some point, and gosh, those guys are unbelievable. Fun to watch. Our owner, our fearless leader, Matt Hoskins, was able to attend it with his son, who is now committed to Indiana University on a full scholarship. So they got to experience the whole Ryder Cup atmosphere, which I'm sure was, amazing. But it was a great time, and got to carry that over into some of my conversations this week with partners.
The Ryder Cup, I am not, as everybody knows, not a huge golf fan, but I always tune into the big ones. And I think I sent a video to Danny. I was like, I had the college football on the big screen, and on the 50-inch TV next to it, I had the Ryder Cup and was enjoying both. And it was just a fun weekend. And let me just say, DeChambeau's like 400 and whatever yard par 4 right onto the green, where it had taken me like 16 shots to get there. That was just ridiculous.
Also hit a 417-yard drive on a par 5 and had a little pitching wedge out and made a nice little 4-footer for eagle. So, when you hit it that far and you can control your direction, pretty dangerous. It's fun to watch.
It is. Well, now let me bring up the man on the right-hand side of your screen, or actually center. So, on the right-hand side of your screen. In the center of your screen, we keep him in the center because, well, he's the center of all attraction. He makes life a little bit better this week instead of last week where he was coming from his home office in his home workout room. He's back in the Paper Tech offices there in Warsaw, Indiana, Mr. Brian Linke. Brian, you're coming into a football season that may not be your best football season ever, but are you enjoying the college football season?
Nate, I've learned. You can only control so much in your life. So I'd like to know that. I'd like to think that I'm in control of just about everything. The way the Florida State Seminoles are playing football right now, I can't do a whole lot of control there other than throw things at my TV, which I've done. Almost got divorced last week after 33 years of marriage. But you know what? In my opinion, it was worth it. Let's get back to the Ryder Cup for 1 second. Just to let you know, and Danny and I actually talked about this briefly, but there were 2 guys from the Florida State University on the Ryder Cup team, which I have a hard time believing that it's ever happened before. Dan? What do you think?
It's never happened before, and in fact, especially the way the football team is approaching this year, I think this just really proves what I've been saying, is that Florida State is a golf school.
I would agree, and a basketball school. Let's not forget basketball.
Absolutely, right. A basketball school. That's correct.
So we're gonna. Although I'm telling you right now, I'm going out on a limb. We are beating Syracuse in Doak Campbell Stadium on Saturday.
Well, that is, and talk about going out on a limb. What's Syracuse record, and who have they beat this year?
They're 3-1.
Oh, are they really? Okay, man.
They're 3-1.
Who are their 3 wins against? Temple,
Liberty.
Okay, just saying.
Liberty. Central, and I think Central Connecticut State. Oh no, that wasn't Syracuse. That was Miami. Miami beat them last week, 62-0.
You're not winning anything here, right here. You're like, yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. We can't be picky. Okay, we just want to win a game, just one.
Hey, that's all we can do. We take it one by one. My Wolverines this week will be going on the road for the first time, going to Cap Randall, noon. The big game of the week, let's be honest, in college football, since we're talking college football, is Notre Dame taking on and giving points over to the Cincinnati Bearcats. Go Bearcats. I'm a huge Bearcats fan, been a giant Bearcats fan ever since about 10 minutes ago. I am fully pumped in. Go Bearcats, beat Notre Dame. We're looking forward to that. All right, gentlemen.
Hold on a second.
All right,
hold on a second. I'm going to give a shout out to one of our best agents, if not the biggest, one of our biggest and best agents. But gentleman Ben Brown's got a.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ole Miss got Alabama. You're right.
Alabama playing Ole Miss this week is a statement game. This could be a program changer for them.
Oh no, you're right. That is a huge game this weekend,
Right.
And Ole Miss. You never know what Mister Kiffin, what's he got going on there. You might get something going. Never know.
0% chance they win that game. 0% chance. Sorry, Ben. I love you. You're one of my bros. But I'm sorry, man. That the Rebels are just aren't fit to compete with the Crimson Tide. They're just not.
All right. Well, we know the lines, and next week we'll be able to tell who's right. And the nice thing about this is that, I'll break it. The reason we've been around Ben and Journey Business Solutions so many times is we've gone and been in the same room with them. We've done a conference for them in Houston a couple years back. We actually, have been flown to Vegas together. They've flown to Chicago with us, and in fact, we're going to be in 2 weeks in their neck of the woods. The three of us are going to the Western States Acquirers Association show. We're going to be representing Paperotech. In fact, we probably will even have some new merch. Or not probably, I just made the order of some things. We're going to have a variety of new merch that we're going to be handing out. We're going to be hanging out with a lot of partners, and we're looking forward to doing that. Let me start with Brian. Brian, you've been going to these acquiring shows. You've gone to a lot of them over the last probably 5 years. What stands out, and why should a partner in Texas or Oklahoma, somewhere in that area, consider coming down and hanging out with us, meeting us, and going to the Western States show, or maybe just coming out to hang with us?
That's a great question, and I think the simple answer is, we work every day. We're on the phones. We're banging it out. Our agents are out there knocking on doors. And sales is a tough gig, man. Right? I mean, we all know that. The three of us. What we do, our agents, and what they do, and I just think every once in a while it's nice to. We don't do. I mean, it's not like we're doing this every week. I mean, they do it 4 times a year. I just think it's nice to get together. It's nice to see the people that you're talking to, and they do it, regionally. So it's a lot easier for some of our people down in the Texas area to get to. We just had one here in Chicago, in the Midwest, and we did one down in Bonita Springs, Florida. So I just think it's a nice thing. I mean, I just think that if we didn't do these things, we would never put a handshake to the people that we talk to, and it's fun. It's relaxing. We get to see a lot of these new products these vendors are rolling out, and it's just exciting. I'm excited to see Ben Brown. You kidding me? Like a movie star.
I mean, Danny, one of the things we're going to get to do is specifically every night when we're there, we're going to be taking our partners out. We're going to be going different places. That's why we want to make sure you let us know that you're going to be here. Respond to this email, or reach out to Danny, reach out to Brian, and let us know that you're going to be in Fort Worth and we want to hang out. But we're also, we're going to be around our vendors. We're going to be hanging out with Cash Bowie and Sean, and we're going to be hanging out with Paradise, and we're going to be hanging out with Robert from Retail Cloud, and we're going to be able to make those connections that you can only make when you're in person. That's when a partner can, connect with Robert at Retail Cloud. How is that different than connecting with Robert over phone and email?
Well, for one, Robert is,
Yeah,
a presence all in himself.
There you go.
Right. So
it's a loaded question. It's a loaded
it
question.
Is. I chose it specifically. I knew what I was doing there.
I mean, if you've never had the pleasure of being in the same room with Robert Kramer, it's a treat. He is he's one of the best guys in payments and best guys in POS. But I think, in general, what you're referring to, Nate, is, getting to meet the vendors that you work with. This is an industry about trust and building partnerships and building relationships, right? And that happens in partnerships between your ISO and you as the partner, the vendors that you work with. You need to trust the product that you're selling. can do what you need it to do, and is capable of doing everything you need it to do and what you're saying, right? So I think meeting these teams help you build that confidence and help you feel more comfortable selling these products. Also, you can kind of hold some feet to the fire, right? You're going to be in the same room with the owners of these POS vendors that you work with and that you sell every day. So get in there and ask the questions, put them on the spot even a little bit. I encourage it. There's nothing more that I love than seeing Jesse Memel getting cornered by a sales partner asking about specific features of his point of sale system. And Jesse's always prepared for it and always open to those conversations. And I love that about these types of events. And just piggybacking on what Brian said and just echoing what I'm talking about here is this business is all about relationships, right? Of course, compensation, good product offerings, smooth application and boarding process. It's all about the money, right? But that comes with trust and relationships in your partnerships. And a great way to do that is by coming to these events. And I'll tell you, if you've never been to a PaperTech party, you're missing out. You've got to come and hang out with us and meet up with me and Brian and Nate. And, we just have a really good time, and we carry that into our working relationship as well.
And Nate Manahan's got the company credit card, just to let you know.
That is very false. It's all about Danny Shard carrying that card. It's weighing down his pants. He just doesn't know what to do with it. But one of the things the whole time starts out Tuesday on the 12th. There is a road show from 10 to 5 Central Time there. Keith Sampson's going to be there. If you're not local or traveling in and able to travel into Texas to hang out in person, that's the best solution. But there is going to be a road show that Tuesday, and we're going to be broadcasting it live right here on our YouTube channel. You can sign up. We'll send out several emails about that. There's going to be ChargeZoom's going to be there. That's the other thing, is you can kind of meet some new vendors and learn what are some new things you may want to get into. There's new opportunities. Maybe there's lots of value adds that you could see at a show like Western States or specifically at the road show. If you're going to choose one, I would come hang out with us, number one, come to the road show, number two, and then certainly attend the Western States show. Do it all. Make this a perfect 3-day weekend. But it's just a great opportunity within 3 days to really supercharge your whole payments and going into this fourth quarter. It's the second week of the fourth quarter. It's a great time to be involved in it, right, Danny? I mean, we're going into this holiday season to have all this new information and ready to really equip to serve all these new merchants.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the time to really prepare and really kind of arm yourself with new strategies and things like that. Cash Buoy, I mean, you've got to be prepared to offer products like theirs. So coming into the holiday, it's that time.
It is. And it's just fun to be with our partners and to be with our vendors. And it's really part of just being a part of a family, being together. We enjoy this. This will be our third one this year. We're glad to be back on the road after a year of not being out there, not rubbing shoulders. And so please reach out to us and tell us you're coming to Fort Worth, or if at least join us live and watch the live stream of the road show on the 12th. But the 12th to the 14th, it's Fort Worth, baby. I've never been to Fort Worth. Danny, I know that you are a Texas boy. Tell me a little bit. Sell me on why Fort Worth is great and what I'm going to experience in those. I've always turned a little bit east and gone to Dallas when I fly into DFW. This time I'm going over west, getting a little Fort Worth action. Tell me how great it's going to be downtown Fort Worth.
Fort Worth is a party town. It's a great place to be. It's a heck of a lot of fun. They got the stockyards there, which is just a phenomenal place to be. If you've never been to Dallas or Fort Worth area, I was born in Dallas, actually, raised in Houston, have a lot of family still that lives in Dallas, and I go there frequently. And Fort Worth, even though it all feels like the same city, Fort Worth is its own area, and it's a really cool spot to be. So I think the hotel that we're going to be at, the Omni, and where the event is just an amazing place. And then where we're going to be spending a lot of times, too, with partners at some of the classic Fort Worth dives and bars, and Billy Bob's is there. It's a whole event, and it's a whole thing that you've got to experience if you never have. So come experience a PaperTech. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and bring your cowboy boots, because I will.
All right. I don't own cowboy boots, and maybe you can talk me into buy some while I'm there. We'll see. Well, that may be a hard.
Both will be wearing cowboy boots. Absolutely.
Well, again, and I think
PPT goes country.
Well, and again, we work so hard, and sales is such a stressful job. I mean, it's a stressful job. The compensation is really, really good, and there's a lot of money to be made. But there's also sometimes you have to just take a step back and enjoy yourself a little bit.
I agree. I totally agree. All right, on that, as we close out High Five. It's really a promotional high five because we want to make sure that you know that the Western States Show is coming up. It's a great opportunity to connect with all the people in payments, but also the PayProtect family. We're going to give closing words as we are in the fourth quarter. It is October 1st. The fourth quarter has started, the last of this 2021. It's, we're just going to keep moving forward. Go, go, go. Brian Linke, what do you say to our partners as they start the fourth quarter? How excited are you about October 2021 and how amazing this is going to be launching into the holiday 2021 season?
Again, we talked about it last week a little bit. Fall is a lot of people. Fall and summer, well, summer and fall, but to get outside and enjoy the weather and enjoy the fall leaves and the colors and stuff, and get out there and get excited. And we've said it before. There's never been a better time to be in this business than right now.
And Danny Shard, I think there's a possibility we may have a Mama Shard sighting when we're in the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. But, how great is it going to be to start the fourth quarter off with a Fort Worth and just get going? We've had a great third quarter. Let's make fourth quarter even better, right?
Let's do it. Let's finish strong. I think it's crazy, and I'm sure all of you do as well, that we're already in the fourth quarter of 2021. 2022 is right around the corner. Just keeps going by really fast, and I think that's a good thing. We're all really busy. Any of you that get up to Fort Worth in a couple of weeks to see us, you will meet my mother. She actually has a really, really good portfolio there in the North Texas area, so she'll be coming down to hang out with the PayProtect crew as well. So just excited for what's upcoming. We've got a lot of things up our sleeve that we're going to be able to share in the fourth quarter, things that are going to help you sell better, and a lot of events that are going to help you be educated on that too. So excited for it. Be prepared and knuckle down and get ready for a successful fourth quarter, because it's going to be over quick and we're into next year.
And as we say, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of the PayProtect High Five Nation. We will see you next week, and we will see you in Fort Worth in 2 weeks. Peace and high five, everybody.
High five, everybody.